Hello everyone, welcome back to Brazil. Yes, that's where we are. We're in Brazil. Recanto Da Alvorada. And we are on a mission. Yes, it's nice and early on the first half of July, and we are going to get out and do some work with bales. Now, since the last episode, we continued on with that wheat contract and got about 90% of it finished now. However, there's still a fair bit to do, I guess. We'll see eventually later on how that goes. Now, where did I start? Oh, I started up there. Okay. Yes, so here we are with our fancy new John Deere baler. Now, for the sake of brevity, if that's the correct word, we are going to change the bale size to, I think 240 is the max. Yes, 240 is the max. That's what we are going with. Now I'm going to unload this jobby and start baling. So yeah, since last episode we've continued on with the wheat contract. We finished and turned in the ploughing contract that we had that worker doing over on field 43, I think it was. So that is all done now, and we turned that in because why not? And let's see, we picked up those two harvesting contracts on field 27 and 28. I think we still have those. We'll be doing those later on this month. And it looks like our field has got weeds in it already. Yeah, which is not a problem. But we shall... Ooh, these look like they're going to be 7,000 litre bales. That's nice. Great big honking straw bales. So we may only get one or two off of this little tiny field, but that's still going to work out to be a fairly nice chunk of straw. A little bit bumpy around here. Might have to try and smooth down the edge of the field a bit there. But yeah, so far this thing's looking quite nice. I haven't decided exactly how many bales we're going to get off of the field we're doing down in the south end, field 21, but I'd imagine maybe we'll get a truckload. A lot of it depends on how many we get out of this field, and also how much that will actually take, the straw production just down the corner there. Because if that can take a lot, then we might get a little bit more than perhaps I was thinking we might get 2 truckloads maybe. It just depends. And then later on today I think we're going to be doing a bit of weeding. Probably once we've baled this, we'll get the Massey over to do some weeding, and then we'll start moving the equipment down to the other field to get the bales off of that. Now, one thing I did do off camera, or a few things, it was mostly busy work, moving machinery around. We put trailer load of water in the straw building there, so that is all ready to go. I want to say we put in 15,000 litres and it was about 3/4 full, something like that, so that is quite good indeed. I'm debating on if we're going to need a weight for this tractor as well. If I do get one, we're probably going to have to get one with a trailer hitch on it, so we can at least drive down with this attached to it, and then drop the weight off until we need it for the I'm trying to think, but my brain's gone. Yeah, until we need to pick up the bales, that's it. Then we might... yeah, it all depends on how it goes, but this is the big test to see, get things started here. The baler's working quite nicely, and I'm happy with that. We've already got one dropped off up there. Another 2 in there, is that? Oh, there's one in there and one that we are working on. Yeah, that would make sense. So as soon as we finish that one... Oh no, these are 9,000 litre bales. Oh, that's even better. That is going to be quite a lot of straw. Well, in that case, 1 truckload might be all we need. depending on how many we can fit on that truck, of course. Yeah, could be quite a lot of straw coming back from that field then. Yeah, I think this was probably the better option. Obviously, if we've got a lot of straw to do, then it's going to be a bit of back and forth with bales and such. But yeah, I think in the long run, it'll work out okay. Because if we had a forage wagon, we'd still be getting what, about 30,000 litres maybe, which would be the equivalent of these bales. If they're 9,000, we'd be looking at maybe 3 or 4 bales. So having these bales is probably going to work out a lot better for us. So I am not upset about that at all. So yeah, we've got 2 out of the back so far, 1 on it, that's 3. And 1 more, which we should definitely get 1 more full bale, I think, off of this. So we'll have 4 in total. I don't see us getting a 5th. There's just not enough straw, I don't think. But, I mean, I'd be happy to be wrong. I don't mind being wrong at all. Okay, take a big wide turn here so we can grab that. Definitely need to look at smoothing that off there. In fact, let me just get out of the way and then we'll do it. Otherwise I will forget. And I know I'll forget because I'm forgetful like that. Okay, there we go. Let's have a quick look here. Land escaping. Soften. Let's see if we can just soften it down a bit. There we go. That should be perfect. Lovely. Didn't have to be much, just I think it was where we placed the what's that thing? I keep forgetting what it is. The straw processing building. I think that it just janked up the edge of the field just a little bit. So, well, I don't know. We might actually get. It's going to be close. We might get a 5th full bale off of here. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, I think we're going to be just a bit short. Now, perhaps if this field was properly fertilised, then we'd definitely have gotten 5. But yeah, we're going to be just a bit shy. Okay, I know there's one little bit just up at the end here, so we'll zoom up and grab that. Ah, there it is. We are liberally crushing the weeds, but that's okay. Okay, since we are up here, I'm going to grab this 1 bale quick. Because why not? There we go. So now, according to that, we've got quite a lot of straw in here. Yes. Let's see. Now, I know these drop off at the back. Yeah, that tree is probably going to have to go. Now, is it going to take it off the front? No, I'll have to drop it. This is where we find out that it doesn't take bales. It doesn't. Oh, it does. It's just being a bit slow taking it off the bale. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Now, will this fit through here? It's a bit... Oh, no. Has it got stuck? Which side has it got stuck on? I think it actually got caught on the bit of the... yeah, there we go. Okay. So if I eject the bale, is that... Oh, it's that one, there we go. So if I can just eject that off... Oh, there we go, lovely. Let's fold that back up. I know you can't see much because we're kind of stuck in the trees. Most likely we'll be clearing all these trees at some point. I don't think there's a lot of wood value there, so we may just have someone come in and remove them and keep the wood at no extra cost to us. Except for maybe those two big ones if we do them. But yes, so let's have a look at this without the baler on the back. Let's see how many of these we can pick up. In fact, what I should have done, I should have tried to do it Farm Sim League styly. Grab them from on the end. There's one. Okay, and just have to give that tiny nudge. There we go. Okay, well, considering we've got 18,000 litres, we do not appear to need a weight. That's quite a result, I think. Very nice. So let's whiz around here and dunk both of these on there. And hop out, just make sure it's taken from both of them. Yes, oh, it took both of them. Well, lovely. There we go. And, oh wow, it's only got 36,000, or it's got 36,000 litres in it, but there's not a lot of, yeah, that'll take a lot of straw then. Okay, let's activate both accessories and straw crates, because I think they both sell fairly well. Let's have a quick old look here, all the way down near the bottom of the list. Straw crates, 22 and 22. Oh, so they're about the same then. The accessories might be a bit higher in February, but that's fine. Okay, oh, let's check, see how... it's produced some literage already. Very nice. Okay, so, well, we proved that. That's one good thing then. We can move the... bales without needing a weight, so long as we don't try and do more than 2 at a time, I guess. And we've got the baler here, so that's good. Now, I am going to park this just off the road here, and we'll leave it up here for now, and go and grab the, I think it was the, what's the other tractor? The red one, the Massey Ferguson. We're going to run off back to the yard, grab the Massey with the weeder on it, and give it a quick run over this field, see how it does. Alright, here we are in the Massey. We've got the weeder on the back there, as you can sort of see through the dirty, grubby window. I haven't washed it since the last time we were using it. Although, as you can tell, we have changed it slightly since the sugarcane experience. We've put some more regular wheels on it. We've got some wider tyres there for lesser soil compaction while we're doing field work. And let's unfold this thing and give it a go. I don't believe I have to turn it on. No, just lower and it should get going. Excellent. Okay, so let's just check the field information quickly. Where are we? Where's that? Ah, here we are, yes. Weeds. Yes, we've got stage 1, very mild weeds on there at the moment. And, ooh, you can see we got slightly darker, slightly bigger weeds there. They may still be stage 1 though, so we'll see. But either way, we've got a hoe on the back here that should take care of all the weeds. And it seems to be that it is. Oh, cracky, we're going at a fair old clip too. I'm not going to complain about that. Yes, and I did, as you can tell, put a front weight on there as well. It didn't need a whole lot of weight, but it definitely needed a little bit of something, because this thing is fairly heavy and it was making it just a bit light on the front end when we were going over some of the bumps and stuff in the road. It was getting just a teeny bit on the bouncy side, and I know exactly what will happen with me. I'm just weeding the road a bit there. I know what I'll do. I'll end up having a right mare and like going over a bump and ending up into a tree or in a river or something. On one of the ponds. But yeah, well, this is exciting. The weeder's going quite well. I'll be interested to see how this does on the sugarcane field. Now, I don't think the sugarcane has started regrowing yet. Fingers crossed it's going to. I still, although what I'd read says that it does, I'm still very much in the camp of I'll believe it when I see it sort of thing. So hopefully we will see some growth happening on that. Probably, I would assume, once what's-it season starts again, planting season. So at the very least we should have some time to get the old weeds taken out of there and get it fertilised and limed and everything. Okay, let's start going up and down here now, I think. This is making short work of this little field. And I know it's a little field compared to the sugarcane ones at least, but we can see it is taking away the weeds. This was definitely a good buy. Yeah, at some point maybe we'll get a sprayer with the precision farming weed sensing technology on it. Oh, there's a weed, we want to get rid of that one. Yeah, hopefully at some point we'll get a sprayer with some weed destroying technology on it. If not, though, that's okay. You never know. I mean, who knows, at some point we might end up with a couple of different sprayer options. It all just depends on how the finances go. Did I miss a weed there? I'll have to come back for that. I keep thinking I've missed a bunch up there, but it's just the shadow from the trees and the lights. There's a few here I know I definitely missed. There's some. Oh yes. And if I check the field information quick, oh yeah, we can see we just got that big strip up the middle and then a little piece over there that I missed. Let's whiz over and grab that quick. It's like right on the edge of the field somewhere. That should have got it, I hope. Yes, it did. Lovely. So we are going to go down this way. Okay, I didn't miss any out there. Yeah, you can, when you catch the angle right, you can at least see the weeds on here. I'm sure most people can see the colour difference as well, but sadly that is not something I can see. I can only mostly catch out the tufts of them, like here especially. They're really easy to see in the light there, so that's good. But yeah, this should be the final pass up the field, I think. Yep, lovely. Get all these done and then we'll head over and have a quick whiz around the old sugarcane field. Oh yes. Just check, that's good. Okay, and we are going to be cheeky buggers and whiz through the trees here to pick up the road just off to the side. Perhaps one day if we buy that field as well, we can run a track through here. Connect the roads or something. Who knows? So yes, I shall see you all over at the sugarcane field. Okay. So, weeds medium herbicide. Okay, well let's see if this hoe works. If it doesn't, we are up the proverbial creek, as it were. Now these ones I can actually tell the difference in colour against the sugarcane. They are dead obvious, especially at this angle with the light as well, but we shall see. You are okay, good. At least I think it is. That might be grass texture on the edge there. Okay, well it looks like it is taking the weeds. So that's handy. Okay, splendid. Yeah, so this is going to be quite the job, I think. A lot of zipping around the field. So, do we want to do a little montage? A weeding montage, perhaps? You know, we could. Let's do that. Let's have a little weeding montage. Or something. I don't know. The problem is I'll be driving it myself, so yeah, it might not turn out that good. And it's just round and around. I would do it as a time lapse, but that would probably, the way I drive, end up looking incredibly weird. And probably make people like motion sick and stuff. So yeah, perhaps we won't do that. But we've got a couple of massive fields to do here with the weeding, so I need to carry on with this. And what we might actually do is... Oh, I know, it didn't take... Is that a weed? Are you a weed? Or are you something else? Well, it's not saying weeds. It says it needs ploughing, but I'm going to claim lies on that. Because everything always needs ploughing when you've got precision farming on. And precision farming technically penalises you for ploughing, which is a bit weird, because a little bit of ploughing is not necessarily a bad thing when it's done on a limited basis. But yes, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were thinking maybe montage now. I think I'll just jump cut to when we're done with this. But what we might do is set a worker off going with the harvest maybe, so we can get that finished. Get them onto the next one perhaps. And then obviously we'll be down there baling, so decisions. But at least for right now, we know this thing is effective, and it is killing off those weeds fantastically. So yeah, I'll see you back again, probably down at the big wheat field when we are getting some bales. And yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll jump cut to down there. So, the magic of TV, I shall see you all momentarily somewhere else. Alrighty, we are back, finally down on field 20 doing some baling. As you can see there, we've got the last of the crop harvested, and the remaining grain is sat in there in our lorry. Now, I figured I'd get some of the baling done before we turn in the last of that grain, because once we turn that in and complete the contract, then all this delicious straw will disappear. And I know what I'm like. I'll be all happy and excited at turning the grain in, completing the mission, accepting the payment, and then I'll realise that I haven't done any baling and there's no straw left. So I thought I'd do the smart thing, and since it actually worked out that way, we've got about 12,000 odd litres of wheat left to turn in. I want to say the contract, if we go here and check, is 98% complete. So we've probably got about 5,000 or 10,000 litres to deliver still, and then it will all be good. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see, obviously baling, but we're going to not do the entire field, obviously. I'm going to start up here and basically just do up and down rows and get off a certain number of bales. I'm trying to think how many we could fit on the lorry. In fact, perhaps when we drive past we'll give it a quick eyeball of a measure, just to see, because I'm thinking probably 3 wide, or well, 3 long and 2 or 3 wide, and probably 2 high. I don't think we want to go more than 2 high, because that might cause some instability problems, and we all know how much I love instability problems. The only thing will be how we go about getting them off the thing and into the into the production. I don't know if it will take them straight off the back there. Let's have a quick look. I know we're sort of far away. That's interesting, it only weighs 430 kilos. I suppose it's straw. We might only be able to fit 2 on lengthways. Maybe we'll have to stack one sideways at the end or something. But we'll see. So I mean, we'll do a fair few of these, I think. Give it a solid... how many? 2, 4, 6 maybe. Across the side, and then 2 layers of 6. So maybe we'll go for... Oops, wrong button. Supposed to drop it, not just continue driving. Yeah, we'll probably get a good dozen or so bales off of here, and then see how it looks on the truck itself. It might be a few more than that we'll be able to get on, or we might not. You never know. It might all turn into a huge bale explosion of disaster. You just never know with this game. Sometimes it can all go horribly, horribly wrong. Luckily we've been doing fairly well since, but yeah, well, that's actually not a bad view for a screenshot with the old power pole in the background, and I'm just paying more attention to that than I am where the straw's going. So yeah, let's stop looking at screenshots. But yeah, does this tell us how... Okay, we've got 6 bales already. I think we put like 5 into the off of the other field. I'm not sure where exactly it counts them from, if it's when they poop out at the end. Well, we'll have a look at it. We'll watch and see what happens. Because this should be 7 once it drops off. If it drops off. When it drops off? There we go. Okay, that was 7, yeah. So, we're doing okay for bales then. So we would have started on 5 total. Yeah, sounds about right. So yeah, we'll go for... That will have to be 17. Well, we'll start at 2... Yeah, a dozen. 17 will be the total, obviously, but just 12 down here. And we'll see how that... Oh, hang on. How long? Hello, there's one there as well. Okay, now I'm slightly perturbed. I thought we only had 2 on this field, but we have 3. So that means there was only 4? Well, maybe it was only 4. Which would mean we've done 3, which would mean we'd go for 16. Yeah, something like that. I'll count up 12 bales and we'll call it good. But yes, so this is going to take a little bit longer than I thought, actually. Yeah, it turns out this straw swath wasn't much better quality-wise than our one up at the field, but, you know, these things happen. But I'm just glad that Sheila managed to organise this free straw for us, so we can get our little straw enterprise on the go. Yeah, it was something I'd had in the back of my mind to do as a possible revenue stream, but obviously building up equipment was the first priority, and going for the old sugar mill and the sugar related stuff too, that has always been a big item on the agenda. So yeah, this came sort of a bit, not exactly out of luck, but a bit out of the situation. It all sort of came together nicely at just the right time. So we're going to need 7 more bales, roughly. Yeah, this is going to take a little while, I think. But hey, it's always good fun doing a little bit of baling. Just drive up and down the roads, put the radio on, have a little watch of something or listen to something. I just while away the hours on autopilot, making sure we're going straight. That baler's doing nice out the back there. Quite a comfy tractor, this. Nice bouncy seat, good suspension. Very nice. Can't complain really. It could be a lot worse. Plus we've got a little bit of, what do you call that stuff, air conditioning as well. So that always helps. And our nice floppy antenna there, the whippy antennas, whipping about in the motion of the tractor. There's probably a CB radio in here somewhere. Oh, nice radio up there. Oh, getting off track again. Pay attention, Feldin. We need all the straw we can get. Yeah, so I'll see you all probably once we are completed with the baling, so you don't have to sit through all this malarkey, as it were. Watching me driving up and down in lines. Yes. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. How many are we at now? Oh, we're at 11 already. This actually isn't going to take that long. We should hopefully have it done before the end of the first week of July, or the first half of July. So yes, I'll see you back in a little while once we've got some bales on, and perhaps we're ready to finish the contract. Alrighty, we are back. Oh yes, as you saw there, we did finish depositing the last of the grain, and had a fair bit to sell at the end as well. So we are now sitting on a princely sum of 23 grand and change. Oh yes. And it's time to see how many bales we can get on our lorry. Well, so far we can pick up at least 2 at a time, so that's good. Now, depending on how thick these things are, we may only be able to get... yeah, I think we're only going to be able to do them 2 wide and... what do you call it? 2 deep, possibly with a few on the end. We shall have to see. But we made quite a few bales indeed. I think I did about 14, 16, something like that. It was a few more than I'd expected to do. So, yeah, that sort of happened. I was kind of just poodling along in my own world, and then was like, yes, perhaps I should stop, because I did say I wasn't going to take all his straw. Although, the interesting thing about that is, because we'd... what had we done? We'd put, I think, was it 36,000 litres in there already of delicious straw. I checked the while we were driving past with the lorry, and it turned out it had used all that straw that we'd put in, and barely any of the water. So yeah, we are going to need to be doing quite a bit of straw for that. Although out of it, what we did get was 1 pallet of straw accessories and 2 of the straw crates. Now, luckily the crates we can lift by hand, so that's a good sign. But the other stuff weighs just a bit too much for us to pick up when it's all said and done. Okay, if I can knock off there. Why is this thing being weird? There we go. Oh, shush. Oh, crumbs, they're going to fall off. Why are you being weird, Mr. Bale? There's clearly no need for that whatsoever. Okay, maybe I'm going to have to pick those up again. Just for a minute. Yeah, I think something went weird when I was putting them on there. Yeah. Okay, well they're on there now, so they can hopefully not get too agitated and run away. Now, I'm thinking we're only going to do 2 high on there. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I might be able to put 3 on, 3 high. I'm just a little concerned about, what is it they do, the excessive jiggling and general pallet-y physics, or general physics. Bale's pallets, they all seem to have a very unique understanding of what physics is in this game. So yeah, we shall try and pick up the correct bales. There we go. Yes, I mean we might be able to load 3 high on there. I think we'll see. We'll put them 2 high at the minute. And then we're gonna, yeah, it looks like we're only gonna get 8 on if we do it like this. Which is not the best in the world, but it's doable. And let's get the other 2. Okay, lovely. Well, I'm pleased with how this has worked out. At least the old front loader bale spike affair, that seems to have gone together quite nicely, so happy with that. And this being the medium tractor that it is, I forget that this is a medium tractor because it's quite sprightly and doesn't feel like a heavier tractor, to be honest. The other 2 are classed as small tractors and they're not really that much smaller than this one. So all crumbs. Yeah, don't do that, Felden. Not until you've got them all strapped down, then you can do that. Yeah, see, I could try and be cheeky and fit a couple on the end, like if I pushed all of those towards the end. But I don't think... Stop honking at me. That's going to be a great idea. What I can do, if I hop in here... Crikey, what is going on with them? Let's get this out of the way first. Something very strange is going on here. Those bales do not like being up there. Well, I'm going to try something and I'm not going to have time. Wow, okay. Well, that's awkward. What I was going to do was, if I can figure out the function for it, put the sides back on. Because that might be a better way to do it. Okay, well that's awkward. I wonder why they're so annoyed. Maybe it's something in the lorry that's causing it. Because that's really awkward. It's going to be a right pain in the bum to try and sort them out too. But what I can potentially do at least is give them a little bit of a nudge. And then drop that down. Yeah, it might be something to do with the collisions there on that that was causing them to get all freaky and upset. I don't know. Because, I mean, that's only 8 bales. That shouldn't be that big of a deal. I mean, okay, they're 9,000 litre bales, but still. Strap them on. I don't know if that's going to help, to be honest. Maybe we'll have to look at upgrading this truck in the not too distant future. Because that is quite unnerving. Yeah, something like that. Words to that effect. Can I be clever and... Well, okay, that works. I shall accept that. Yeah, I was gonna. I'm concerned about trying to put 2 more on top of there. That might cause us some issues. But we'll get these 2 on here. See if we can at least get these ones on. Yeah, I was thinking maybe it was something to do with the collisions on those sideboards there that were just causing everything to go a bit freaky. But perhaps not. Okay. I mean, they seem fairly stable now. We've got a middle strap we can put on. So there's 4. So how many do we have left? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 9, 10 up there. I'll tell you what, we're gonna, like I say, I think there's only 10 up there. So what I shall do is not do this. Get off my spike. Rather than putting it 3 high all the way around, I'm just going to put 2 more on the top. Sort of, if I can get them into the middle of the stacks, that will work. And then just strap them straight down. Yeah, okay, that's not wobbling too much. I think we'll be safe. Yeah, maybe it's those, with those side panels down, it's causing everything to just go a bit weird. They do seem to be behaving themselves a little bit more now. He says, hopefully. Well, that's as high as this thing can go. Okay, I'll have to pick that up again. Yeah, I think this front loader might be just a bit small for this tractor, because I'm pretty sure it should have a tiny bit more reach than that. Yeah, but it was cheap, so we got it anyway. Yeah, this might be more suited to one of the smaller tractors. But let's... Well, that's not having a particularly jiggly fit. Okay, maybe it is the sides. Oh, let's turn the lights off in the tractor as well. Don't need it to be illuminating everything and running the battery out. So yeah, I'll run this back up to the thing. What's that called? The thing that does the straw. The straw facility, yes. We'll run this back up to there and see if it will take it off of the back of this thing, or if we're going to have to come up and actually decant them one by one. And yeah, that will be where we end the video. I think we'll have a quick look at what's spawned out of it, and then whatever happens with the bales going in will happen, and that's where we shall call it a night. Alrighty, here we are coming up to the back of the shop now. In fact, I think we'll just cut straight through here and see what happens when we get onto the drop-off point. We've got 90,000 litres of straw here. If we unstrap it all, will they start disappearing? Well, we'll hop out and... Oh, yep, they are indeed going down. Lovely, okay. Well, before I pull forwards, let's have a look, and crikey, that's bright. See what we've got. We've got these two, in fact, I'll have to move that probably. 2 of these crates here, these straw crates. They are 1,000 litres per crate, if that makes any sense. Or maybe they can hold 1,000 litres, I don't know. But for the purposes of valuation, they count as 1,000 litres of straw crate. And then we have this pallet of extremely heavy straw hats. And little wicker looking, what's it, handbag type things. But yeah, so that is pretty good. And they are worth quite a bit of money each. If I go and check on the production itself too, and have a quick squiz at that. Yeah, we put 45,000 litres in already, and it is chugging down quite quick, which is not a bad thing for us. So yeah, I'm going to get the rest of these in. Well, that is good news that they do just drop in straight off the back of this, so that is excellent. So on that, I shall bid you all farewell. I do hope you've enjoyed whatever this was, and I hope we will see you next time as we continue on with our adventures here on Recanto Da Alvorada in Brazil, trying to get our contract company going and working with the sugar plant and building everything up as we go. So yes, if you have enjoyed whatever this was, do please hit the old subscribe button there, or hit the old like button there if you've enjoyed this. And do consider subbing as well, please, if you have not already. And comments are always welcomed, and if you would like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And on that note, I've driven the wrong way, so I'm going to cut through here, turn back around, and get back onto the road. So yes, there we go. Cheerio, everyone.